Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. I'm using the latest version of the Unreal Engine fix. 9.12, I believe it is. Using G11, I'll put it in half side-by-side mode. I'm viewing it with Steam VR and Desktop Plus, using a capture window to display it in virtual reality in stereoscopic 3D with my Oculus Rift S headset. I'm going to demonstrate here the problem that I have with performance. This almost works with the universal Unreal Engine 4 fix. The effects are pretty good, except for, as I'll demonstrate, interface has got some issues. Alright. Right now I'm getting 60 frames per second in this cutscene, though it is choppy. The game is running at 60. It looks bad in my headset. And I'm not entirely sure why. But that's okay, because the problem is going to be captured regardless. Now, as soon as I get out of the cutscene, I'm put into the game field in the... What is the frame rate? It's hard to see. I think 8 or 9 FPS. Once I get into the game field, that's when the game becomes unplayable. Slideshow mode. It only does this with the Unreal Engine 4 Universal Fix with G11. It doesn't do this when I play it in 2D. Just playing it normally. It does this in side by side. It does this with the usual output method I use, Katanga VR. But for some reason they don't say in the file for the G11 configuration. It really should be in there to let people know that Katanga VR can be used with the Unreal Engine 4 fix. Okay, I'm just going to skip this, but you can see that it went back to 60 FPS. Also, combat sequences run at 60 FPS. So we're getting some smooth animation here. Let's get out of this as quickly as we can. It's a turn-based combat system, even though I have free movement. I haven't really started playing this game yet, so I don't know much about it. Oh, I can also show the corruption of the interface on the bottom right corner. All of those numbers, the level stuff, is not supposed to be there. Also, the fix's ability to change the depth of the HUD does not work. So if I turn HUD off, it has no effect. And if I try to change the depth of it, it has no effect either. So the fix is not finding the HUD for this game. Still at 60 FPS, smooth in the cutscenes and in the battle, but as soon as it goes back to the field gameplay, we're back to slideshow. I haven't been able to come up with anything that I could think of to fix this on my end. I think it's just something that's being caused by the fix. I haven't isolated if it's just G11. I haven't gone into it in that much depth. But it's making me not able to play this in 3D as I would like to be able to. Didn't know that this game supported, or was built in Unreal Engine 4, which of course means it's going to be supported by the Universal Fix. All the effects seem to work. It seems to look good. The only problem I had in terms of rendering was when I had the TAA manually enabled. It's not enabled in the in-game settings, but you can change the config files to enable it. That caused some anomalies with the stereo rendering. So that didn't work. So I turned it completely off. I don't even have FXAA on. So I'm going to transition to this next area and show that the problem persists. It's just anywhere in the open field. I guess that's what you would call this section, this mode of gameplay, the field. Combat's smooth, cutscenes are smooth. Performance is absolutely unplayable here, and I'll show it one more time. Combat, it's going to go back to being 60 FPS, which is about what I would expect from my GPU. It's an older GPU. Oops. See, the frame rate affects the ability to control the game. There we go. Alright, oh, look at that. Some nice, bouncy, smooth-looking slimes. Some smooth controls. I think it's 60 FPS. I can't really see. The indicator's tiny. Treasure chest drops. You can see back in the background. Waterfalls coming down nice and smooth. Nice and fluid as water should be. Now I'm going to look at them again. As I slowly rotate this slideshow around. That is not smooth. Okay. I think the problem has been well enough demonstrated here at the very start of the game. I literally just started the game at the start of the recording. Should be easy to find a place to troubleshoot this issue and hopefully find a fix. I'd love to play this in 3D.
That's when you yell, "Help me, mommy!" Oh, that's much better. Much better. Come on, come on.
It's okay.
From her, that's a rave review. What'd you think of the new lines?
They're okay.
I thought they were great. David wrote them.
Who told David to do that?
Well, he came up with the idea, and I liked it.
Joe, you've been winning Emmy Awards for writing since before he was born. We hired him to help you with the show, not change the act.
All I did was update the material from the 50s to the 90s.
Great. But the show you're writing for is a tribute to the 50s. I suggest you change it back.
Yeah, but I like the changes. They work better. So David's got a great idea.
So who's running the show now? You or him?
I'm fine.
Who's the best? Winner!
Want me to go get her? No. I'll be okay. I just gotta catch my breath.
What's going on?